Good to see you over there, TJ Jefferson. How are you, sir?
I'm going to be honest with you, Rich. I ran out of deodorant last night, and I forgot to get some. So if, like the DOC said, if it gets a little funky in here, it's to me, and I
didn't
apologize.
expect that one. That's what we call a curveball snap. Well, that was like a Dwight Gooden curveball snap back in my direction.
We just want to keep it real with everybody.
Rich, I thought that was a Garrett Cole curveball.
Little sticky stuff on it.
It would be just like the Yankees to sign someone at $300 million and then that. We'll discuss it. Garrett, the answer is either yes or no. That's in advance. Yes or no question. Hey, TJ, have you gone 2-0 in a basketball playoff day yet?
Yeah.
Have the Sixers and Clippers both won on the same day yet?
Yes.
Has that happened?
It has.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
It didn't happen last night.
I know
but it's happened.
Just wondering, because I'm just trying to figure out if you've been able to go 2-0. That's the conundrum of having more than one team that you root for.
What's with the air quotes?
It's not that. It's just a nervous tick that I have with my fingers whenever I talk to somebody who roots for more than one professional football team.
I don't root for one.
Or more than one professional baseball team. You do not. More than one professional basketball team.
I do.
More than one college football team.
There are 150 plus D1 colleges out there, man.
Let's talk about your Sixers. 40 from Embiid. Let's just say you can exhale, right? Yeah. Because the idea was you're going to lose him, and then the whole season's over.
It would have been a wrap.
You got, your hands are going to probably be full if you get past the Hawks. Your hands are already full because the Hawks are one of those plucky teams playing with the old house money, and they got young guys who can shoot, and they just don't have somebody who could keep Embiid off the board to the tune of 39, now 40.
And they got Clint Capella.
I know that. That's how good Embiid is playing. That's how well he is playing. That's how good he is. And 40 and 13 last night. Ben Simmons, it would be nice if he stepped up more than the 4-3-7 line. But good job, man. 118-102. You could breathe a lot easier right around the mid-third quarter. The Hawks tightened things right before half to make things a little bit more nerve-wracking for you. But 6 of 16, give Trae Young just only six made field goals, 16 shots, and those are good numbers. You'll take that. He had 11 assists, and I'd rather see him dish it than shoot it.
They did a good job defending him. Yeah.
And so I think the takeaway is maybe the Sixers needed to be hit in the mouth in game one. This is the best case scenario for you. Game one, you got hit in the mouth, but the Sixers can exhale that Embiid is not a shadow of himself, that you can lean on him, that he is playing MVP basketball when they need it most. I mean, you're down one game in the playoffs. You've lost game one at home, and you're in it against a team that is believing and may be too young to not even know what they should know, despite their veteran hand at the wheel at the coach position and Nate McMillan. And Embiid has shown that he's as strong as ever. You can lean on him, and now you can go take one back from Atlanta, take back home court advantage, and I think that was a good night for the Sixers last night.
I feel good about this series. I feel like Sixers are going to take this. And
now here's the I took the Ty Lue approach to you starting the show the way that you did, TJ. Like I turned things over to you, right? I turned things over to you as the coach. I'd say to you, hey, good morning to you, TJ Jefferson, and I let you go. I let you run whatever play was in your mind. Okay, you've been at this long enough for me to trust you, right? Okay,
true.
And I should have realized the minute that you went in the direction in which you went, which was talking about your lack of deodorant, I should have fired off a timeout. I should have stopped. I should have reset. I should have drawn up the play myself as the coach here, and then maybe we would have had a little bit more success starting the show.
I think people can relate to that, Rich.
Last night, the Clippers, that was a fun game, man.
Yeah.
Really fun.
You could tell whoever had it last was going to win, and then, of course, whoever had it last didn't. But I think you get the point that it was going to come right down to the final seconds of this game. Even with about a minute and a half to go, it didn't look that way when PG-13 missed a three. Yeah. The Clippers were in that position. You don't want to be on the road. Gotta have this shot to make it still a 2-possession game, right? You got to have the shot to keep it within an opportunity to get a stop and make it a 1-possession game. That's the last place you want to be with 2 minutes to go on the road with a full crowd and full throat, all these fans there in Utah dressed. I don't know how they do that, man. Like, you're in this section, you dress like this. Remember the old game show Tattletales? I turned right to you, Del Tufo. I know that you guys don't remember Tattletales. Bert Convey hosted it. There was a banana section. There was this section. There was that section. They were all dressed in the color of the stars that were guessing, whether their spouses would say the right answer. Yeah. And how the Utah fans are all dressed like they're all color-coded. It was amazing. Well done. And so they're all there. Dwayne Wade's there. His lovely wife, Gabrielle Union, is there, and they all look.
The mailman was there.
The mailman was there. It was great.
D-Wade was bugging me last night, man.
Don't be bugged by him. Why is he bugging you?
He's part owner of the Jazz.
I know he's part owner, and I love D-Wade, but he's rooting against my team, and I'm starting to get upset. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
guess what? It kind of helps if you're Donovan Mitchell, where you light it up in the second half, like you've got a stat line for a full game. And you could turn to, the guy that's there and Dwayne Wade. Hey, Dwayne, you want to huddle up? Is there any rule against that? I know in tennis that would be illegal, but,
he's coaching him like.
He's right there.
Obviously, during the game, like giving him tips.
That's great. Let's just put it this way. Not something James Dolan could do. Wow. Or that he'd want. Yeah. But at any rate, it's a hell of a scene, and you just don't want to be down 2 possessions and needing a shot to make it a possible 1-possession game if you get a stop. And that's when I thought the Clippers were cooked. But they make a big shot to make it a 3-point game, get a stop, get the ball back with a timeout in the pocket. Tyler's like, let's run it. Let's run it. And kudos to the Jazz, man. They were ready to defend the perimeter on the spot. They met the moment. I don't mind a coach saying, run it. I trust you guys. Let's run it. I got a timeout in my back pocket. Let's not let them set. We're set. We got Kawhi. We got PG-13. We got our spot up shooters in the corner. You made a point pre-show. Marcus Morris made 7 threes in game 7.
Yeah. NBA record for
Hey, I don't mind him being in the corner. I don't mind Kawhi having to pass the ball to him. I mind that the minute that Kawhi was in trouble, got 6 seconds to go, I would have run on the court if I was Ty Lue and just slid right on the court and just time out.
Well, they gave us a T.
You know what I'm talking about. Fire off the timeout, man. Kind of easy for me to say in 2020 hindsight, I understand. But the minute that it was not going in the proper direction, the minute that Kawhi had a pass in the corner and I'm seeing the defensive player of the year and Rudy Gobert closing in on my guy.
I kind of wish Morris would have jumped into Gobert.
I hear you.
He pump faked.
What a shot that is we have on the screen. Gobert with a big block. That's Dwayne Wade looking right at it, right? Mm-hmm. Look at that. Right in front of
probably talking trash.
Wade Union.
Gobert is so huge.
Look how long that dude is. Pause.
Jeez.
Love it. Great shot. Fans are back. What a scene that was last night.
Yeah, Rich, they're giving away those color-coordinated shirts. That's why everyone's
great. It's impressive. In New York, it'd be like, thanks for my you-know-what with it.
Please.
I'm not putting that on. I'm not putting that on.
Not happening.
We don't need to psych people out with our color schemes. We're New Yorkers. That's a difference.
Exactly.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.